I believe I really am starting to dislike the word safety because it's being hijacked by politicians and corporations, and it's usually in order to do something that the public doesn't want. But it's like that condescending thing that it's for your own safety. Like, how can you expect to play video games if AI doesn't record what you're saying and we don't inflict woke ideology upon your ass? Right? You need the safety. You need the corporation to tell you how to behave because otherwise it's dangerous. I generally think that this term was popularized during COVID, where it's like we need to keep grandma safe. So that in order for this to happen, we need to shut down your business. We need to make sure that you show QR code in order to sit at a McDonald's. We need sure that we fine people for sunbathing. And it's all for safety, right? And the more you think about it, the more you realize that a life of safety is not a life worth living. I mean, the El Chapo, right? Like the criminal El Chapo. He is insanely safe right now. He's in a maximum security prison. He's got access to a tiny cell. No one can get to him. And, he's got free healthcare, free clothing, free food. Like, he is insanely safe, but I don't think anyone wants to be El Chapo right now. Because what is the purpose of living then? People like danger. People like to do mountain climbing. People like to do bungee jumping. People like to do extreme sports. Like, all of these things are dangerous. They're unhealthy. They're unnecessary. But they just make life fun. Now, obviously, living a life where you're doing extreme danger, like you're going mountain climbing without protective gear and you're doing it constantly, like, yeah, sure, that there is criticism for that. But the idea that, no, we need to go to the other extreme where everything is hyper safe and we eliminate all the vices and we eliminate banter and we eliminate trash talk and we make sure that the fiction we consume is safe and there's no depictions of violence, there's no sexuality, there's nothing in order to maintain safety. I think that's also a very boring lifestyle that people are rightfully rejecting, much to the dismay of Sony. So basically the reason why Sony wants to push for this PlayStation Network account is not because of safety. Like, they don't give a fuck about you. They care about harvesting people's data, and they care about moderation. So basically, in order for them to train their AIs, in order for them to be able to sell the data they harvest to third parties, they need people to use their PlayStation account. And of course, in order to be able to record what you're saying, to be able to record your conversations, they need to say, oh, well, we don't want you to say the N-word. We don't want another bridge incident. So they're going to hyper sanitize the Call of Duty lobbies. I know Call of Duty is Xbox, but I'm just giving an example. And they're basically trying to do this in order to train their AI. And people are rejecting this for two reasons. Like, number one, I'm pretty sure if they would just be honest and tell people, it's like, yeah, we want to train AI and we want to train our algorithm. So, like, if you consent to this when you're doing voice chat, we would appreciate it. I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people would actually just be willing to put up with it. Versus, now, we're going to eliminate all the banter. We're going to eliminate all the trash talk. And we're going to push our Californian morality on your ass. So, like, all the like, we're going to allow vile scenes from, like, The Last of Us 2 in the games. But we're going to ban any type of visual novel that has, like, anime content. Which is perfectly fine on Switch. But we're going to ban it here. Yeah, like, this double standard really pisses people off. And people are also rejecting the company morality and their policies to the point where Helldivers, that was like a very successful game and many people invested a lot of hours into it. The moment it asked people to create a PlayStation Network account, people not only refunded the game if they could, but they also started review bombing it and they stopped playing it. So it just goes to show how much people hate the concept of a PlayStation Network account. Like, it was free, and all you had to do was to click one button, but people out of principles decided to click more buttons just to tell PlayStation to fuck off. And I love the fact that a lot of leftist activists didn't understand what's going on. They were like, oh, it's just one button, why are you so lazy? I was like, no, I'm sorry, to review bomb a video game and to refund it actually takes more effort. Like, it takes more clicks. But the activists are livid because they're losing control of the narrative. Like, they actually want corporations to inflict woke ideology, to ban misgendering, to ban banter, to ban all these things. And hopefully, like, what they would prefer is if PlayStation would be able to take away your entire game library if you misgender someone, or if you say something that they consider racismus. I mean, this would offer a strong method of control for young people. Because if you're a teenager and you have like a big game library, and then you say something problematic and you get banned from PlayStation, like your entire PlayStation account gets taken out, then teenagers will be incredibly careful on how they behave online. And this is what they want to do. They want to train people. They want to instill behaviors into people. And when the people are telling them to fuck off, we're not going to do it, we're not going to install your PlayStation Network account, the company president is panicking. And they're basically saying, yeah, there's pushback to this, but we need it so people can safely play the games. It's like, fuck off. People have been playing your game safely since the early 2000s. Like, no one needed this type of thing. No one needed this type of control. People could choose if they wanted to log online and if they wanted to make an account or not. There is absolutely no justification for it. And the market will keep giving them middle fingers. Like, we got more middle fingers than they got insults and buzzwords and feign outrage. It's just more of us at this point than they are them. Too many non-binary people. So, I don't think PlayStation is going to win. And what I think they're not realizing is the damage that they're causing to their brand. Like, the more they push on this, the more disliked they are as a company. They're already disliked for other reasons, like not having exclusive games, the fact that the new PlayStation 5 Pro wasn't that impressive. Like, there's actual legit criticism to be had, and them, instead of addressing that criticism, they're actually pushing against the market when the market just keeps giving them middle fingers. And they just don't realize how bad it is. Like, they just fail to grasp the situation. Like, it's really bad when you're asking people, hey, can you click a box here so you get a PlayStation account? And people instead click more boxes just to refund the game. And just so you remember, the reason they wanted people to have a PlayStation account for Helldivers was because of moderation. Like, a community manager expressly said that, yeah, like, we want to be able to ban people over shit they say online. It wasn't about hacks. It wasn't about cheating. No, it was literally about language and banter. And this is why people don't want to put up with it. We reject your morality completely. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.